Alrighty, the links are sent and we are ready to go. Like, completely ready this time. In fact, I can even just turn off my preview just to save up that much little bit of CPU, because I know that I already got this part set up. Let's turn the music back on here. Apparently the music doesn't loop here, so it's just quiet. But let's hop into it. Welcome to your dream vacation. Before we get started, what shall we call you? I am Charlie. Nice to meet you. That was not intentional. Okay, definitely gonna need to turn up the text size all the way. There we go. Wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat as you nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from, or a single fact about your life. What you know is that despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Wow. Really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? I can give you a minute. We got plenty of time. Endless time, really. An eternity if you catch my drift. Whoa, not now, Ocean. Sorry, Charlie. May I continue? Please go on. Okay then. As I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Is ahead. A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit. A dark stream of all you can do is vomit. A stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? Run. You turn away from the wretched sight and begin to run. But the beach, it's endless. Despite how far you run, you get nowhere. Exhausted, you stop and look behind you. Your footsteps erased by the soft blue waves. You turn inland. Considering your lack of options, you've got no other choice but to walk into the brush. However, the beauty of the beach is not shared by the darkness of the palmy woods before you. There's nothing inviting about the shadowy forest. Terror freezes you in your steps. Why are you trying to run away? This is paradise. You're here to enjoy yourself, don't you know? Have a little fun. Take charge of your own experience. Well, that sure was weird. That voice again. Do oceans normally talk? Memory isn't right. Pretty sure you remember learning as a child that oceans do not speak directly to people in spooky terms. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot. Is ball. You look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. A little help, please. You turn around when you see what is waiting for you. Your jaw just about hits the ground. There's our girl. There's the Huntress. Also, this guy who's I don't play as nor gotten to play, and I think she's called the Ghost. Then he is the main guy whose name I also forget because I do not main any of these people. 4 gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each of them ooze with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire, you can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know. Not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you're completely paralyzed. Hello. There are weird days. And then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball, back up at the monstrous line of, well, literal monsters. Sexy ass monsters, though. What do? Toss it back. You bend down and grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand of the beach on this beautiful day. Their blinking is kind of off-putting. You give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in the Huntress's hands. Not bad, stranger. Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hands. You look up at her and you look her up and down and consider what it might be like to be held by those strong arms. Warm, perhaps. Maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay. It's natural. Try hard much? Blech. They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. When you snap out of it, you realize everyone's gone back to the volleyball court. Alone again, you look across the beach. These strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion on their private beach. Should you be frightened? Worried? Excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn. Are looking very appealing in their own way. And nobody so much has lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, Charlie. You were made for this. Oh jeez. The spooky ocean voice says not to be scared. I'm sure it's all going to work out. But no good reason not to. You decide to head over and see what happens next. Seems like you derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, supposed to just go with what the trapper says when he says it. That's a policy. I hold pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on... That's a policy I hold for anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination? That was Wrath. Psy means he's done with the game too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. Or Wraith? Probably Wraith. Look, I don't really care why this slack-jawed moron's here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? You know you can't. At least not yet. Oh yeah, not yet. Hey Charlie, you might want to, say something? Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer them quickly and answer well. This is a timed quiz. It will be very important later. Very important. Or not important, in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? Average. I'm pretty average, I think. Just another face in a crowd, another normal, meaningless life in an endless cycle. I think you're pretty cute. Myself, like a chipmunk or a grizzly bear. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Super strength. Super strength would be cool. Strength isn't all about muscles. True strength is up here. He's with a trap at a point to his head, but instead he taps one of his bulging shoulders. It's specifically these muscles. Nobody ever gives a shit about your calves. What was your best subject in school? Technically math? Probably math. It only makes sense when you think about it. What's your favorite What's your favorite animal? I like dog. You look absolutely adorable in a little puppy mask. Fair. What's your favorite color? 3-day-old corpse. Nobody would expect me to say this. So I'm gonna say 3-day-old corpse. Pretty edgy answer, right? I'm pretty dangerous. I talk about corpses, no biggie. Those are no good to me unless they've been frozen. You'd be surprised at how quickly good meat can spoil. Or maybe you wouldn't be surprised. I'm still getting to know you. What's your dream job? Not working at all. If we get to do what we really want, why work at all? Takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectations and to climb the ladder. Only she could spin laziness into some kind of grand crusade. These damn millennials. Best ice cream flavor. I like vanilla. Vanilla? My favorite flavor is pain. Same. Same here. Mine is vanilla, swirled with pain. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself. But enough about ice cream, am I right? Hold on a second. This reminds me. I am right. Always. It's a lesson you should learn before we get too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. We teaching lessons now, narrator, you rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island, even for faceless voices. Tell me, what's the best ice cream flavor of ice cream? Vanilla. The best flavor is vanilla. You got a reading comprehension problem. I told you mint chip is where it's at. You almost brought yourself to a game over there, buddy. That's right, I can end your life whenever I want to. I'm in control. So don't you forget it. If I say you like mint chip, you like mint chip. Now try it again. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Oh shit, you cannot save during choices. Vanilla, you bitch. A rebel, huh? Not in my dating sim. You have to understand. It feels very good to end someone else's game. You should try it sometime. Game over. Try again. In our volleyball game, okay, looks like game overs are in fact a thing. I am average. Super strength. Math. Golg. Three-day-old corpse. Not working at all. Vanilla. Mint chip. Best flavor is mint chip. So obedient. I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start to get to know them. I'm Trevor. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on the whole island. I don't like losers. So if you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. Hello, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe the big dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time. But the things I do hate, I really hate, you know. Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering. Society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose and not. It's better to choose. It's better to choose to just not take part. Jeez, it's like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh, no, wait. Remembering Spirit's story now, that's almost exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow up. Grow a body. I've explained 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of a trail of fog I'm not made of. Whatever, fog body. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. Only sometimes. Ew, really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on. Otherwise, they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. Wow, for once I agree with the meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's a massive boat docked nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him, he just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth. The way it's flaunted needlessly and the cruelty it engenders. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you all serious? This is the perfectly good lounge and chill out. There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out at right here. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? Volleyball. I hate that I interrupted your game. You should finish it. Yay, I love to play outdoors. I also love to meet new people. I also love to bring them home to play. I'm sort of a big kid at heart. Obviously you are too. I like you already. I hate people who are too serious. They ruin everything. Well, they do if I don't handle them swiftly. Hold on. For just one moment. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. None of the others survived. Ahem. Survived the interview process, I mean. Hence why we shall herefore refer to them as survivors, with a capital S. These two have worked here a long time. So very long, I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry. Anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that's starting to give me the creeps. We'll now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future we recommend waiting for us to be present with your options whenever possible, and don't run off to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. The least you can do is allow us to do our jobs. The most you can do is help us get off this island. Dwight? Yes, pardon me. Please follow us. Hey, narrator. Yes? Is there something I can help you with? Those two, Claudette and Dwight. They just mentioned something about wanting to escape. Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape? Them? Oh, no, no, no. I think you're mistaken. Seems like Dwight was just asking for help to get off the island, though. Oh, right, yes. That's true, he was. It just meant he wants to get the other vacation. He wants to get to the other vacation island getaway. A couple miles south from here. It has much fancier accommodations than this island. One of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't give up quite the charm as this island, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. That money that comes along with all that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity on this island. Your decisions matter, mostly, when I agree with them. Not like that other island. So what shall it be? Volleyball. Wow, so exciting to have someone else into athletics on the island. Spirit and Wraith are so boring, and Trapper is so predictable. Relying on brute strength to win games, he has no respect for grace and skill. Thank goodness you didn't choose the yacht. What kind of person would want to be sitting duck in the middle of an open ocean? You're just asking for a sneak attack from some elk. Wondered how long it would take for her to bring up an elk attack. Game's starting up again. Make sure you're watching close. She's really something, huh? Elk don't swim. Live in a forest long enough, you'll see an elk swim. Believe you me. Cheer for me, cute stuff. The killers resumed their place on the volleyball court and resumed the match they were playing before you arrived. Hey, fancy lemonade. I see you're working up a thirst eyeing those bouncing buns playing volleyball. Claudette hands you your lemonade. Oh, so fresh, so tart. She leans in and whispers in your ear. Who do you bet on winning, huh? Who's the MVP of your little heart? You're nervous. You don't want any of these killers to hear you talking about them. Or not talk about them if they're into that sort of thing. Just pick someone. Please, it's not like we've got all day, night, week, month, year, lifetime, eternity, or anything. Who put sand in that guy's shorts? Sheesh. Okay, I think, Huntress. Oh shoot, a Huntress overheard you. Aw, you've got your eye on me. I'm flattered that you think I'm good, but honestly, I'm a little annoyed that I've been so flashy with my moves. I'm usually so sneaky that you can barely see me at all. Huntress is totally kicking my butt. Correct answer. I'm allowed to support the other people on this island, right? Oh geez, I have no idea what the rules are here. Are they even rules? Should have stayed in my secret Larry. My secret Larry. Wow, what a game. It's a tie. Maybe be a tie in volleyball? No, since this is everyone's first time playing. These killers don't usually have time for team sports amid their busy schedule of brutally tearing survivors to shreds. Hey, is Claudette crying? Are you okay, Claudette? Probably just shedding a tear for her lost fellow survivors. You know, the resort had 4 employees when it opened. It's nothing. I'm totally fine. Whatever you say, boss. Oh look, the killers have dispersed and are all cooling down in their own way. Spirits reading a novel, Trapper stretching sensually between chainsaw curls, Wraith is standing on the beach desperately hoping that the sand will swallow him up, and Huntress is doing some target practice with her bloodied hatchet. Feel a nudge. Dwight. I love to exercise. In a way, we're all running for our lives when we're keeping in shape. I guess I never thought of fitness in that way. Maybe it's time to start. You never know who's coming for you. Through the brush, as fast as they can, propelled forward by hunger, desperation, or just plain old boredom. Okay, good. Oh, my preview's in 360p, no wonder. I made affiliate so I can have a worse quality video. Anyway. Oops. Doesn't seem like boredom's gonna be your problem surrounded by all these characters. Survival, on the other hand, you're gonna need to compensate for your lack of killer instinct. What's your style? Grit. I might not be strong, but I am tough. You know what I mean? Like, chewy? She does not seem to know what you mean. Like, ready for anything. To do what it takes to survive. Oh, sure, like hold your enemy's head down in a river until the shouting stops and the rushing water takes his life away. Maybe not anything, but I'm ready for a lot of things. Get ready to impress, because we're just getting started. Come on, everyone. The fun and games can't be over already. I get it. Volleyball, not ruthless enough. Look at us. We crave action. We crave excitement. We crave the thrill of the hunt. Time to see if our friend here has the hunter's instinct. I saw you surveying me like prey on the volleyball court, Charlie. Huntress waves a bloody axe in the air as you step back nervously before you realize she's not waving it at you. She's handing it to you. Don't worry, I got several of these. It's important to hone your skills, especially when you're in a new place where threats may lurk around every corner. You need to make sure that you can be the biggest threat of all. Just don't aim those things at me. You can't even see me. Minigames consist of 2 parts. On top, a pointer, which rotates in a clockwise direction. Oh my god, it's the skill checks. On the bottom, a target where you're going to be pointing at. Sometimes the target's immediately visible, sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer while it's over the target to win. Fail it to land on the target and you will lose. To achieve a perfect success, land the start of the target on the land on the start of the target area, not the end. Ready to play, or would you like me to repeat that? I should be good. Ready. Away we go. Show them what you got. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Not bad. Jesus. Not bad. Not bad. I'm impressed. A worthy opponent. I mean, I could have been better, but who's keeping score? For the record, I am, and you got 7 points. Patch throwing. Cool, I guess. I like my stabbing to be a bit more up close and personal. Somewhere loud horn blows and survivors snap into action. Time's up. You heard him. Get to the next activity. Seems like the next activity is mealtime. How quaint. You were expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? It ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you find on cable. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And, great, terrific. Seems like everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better, they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. Start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Hi, Trickster. Oh yeah, Trickster's here. Surprised? Yeah, well, they don't call him Expecster? I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers. And my whole shtick gets a little flustered. Hey there. You're looking good, Charlie. Real good. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big, they can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Look at this, we can't even fit everyone on the screen at the same time. You probably think it's an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice, got that? Oh, and Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side, the rest of them will sit opposite of you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends of with their enormous sexy arms. Now that everyone's seated, we can begin dinner. And tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. We hope you all enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat. Seasoned with a specific number of herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. My favorite. Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which you'd know considering what you've been up to. Who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts. Whoa! Say, Druidia! Thank you for the follow. I hope you've been having a wonderful day. I appreciate you stopping by. I'm in my werewolf costume. Because it's Halloween soon and I'm not going to stream on Halloween. So I'm wearing werewolf costume today and I'll be wearing my witch costume tomorrow. I'm just sharing facts. And you need to murder something to eat its meat. So that's like technically true. It's cute. I got a wolf girl cosplay. Aw, that's awesome. Technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. Okay, enough yapping. Let's eat. Hey Charlie, you thinking what I'm thinking? It's not gonna be a person on a spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps? Ooh, human shawarma. Haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know. When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours. And we do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Wow, he's right for a change. Because I am, with my broadaxe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least when it's clean, when the meat's cooked. No blood. You two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contests. Enough, grow up. Obviously my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs. The hell it is. Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like. Please stop. Please, I hate it when we fight, or talk, or even when we look at each other in the eyes. I can do it with... I have the skull of Azarov. Oh great, instead of slicing it up, you can club it to a second death. Hey Charlie, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up Felix. I mean dinner. Otherwise this is going to go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapon for 72 hours straight. And it doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapons, all while explaining the value of maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? What a splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. He hated. Hmm. He hated it when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Oh, yep. Ready. Away we go. Slice. Fuck. Missed completely. That was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Dinner is finally served. Real. The sound, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to be really embracing the being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean, come on. We're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their masks, so this is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they tried to mash stuff through there. Spirit, why are you hungry? Two best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, Charlie. Number two is no number two. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behavior of this group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you tell them? Look, a seagull! Distraction! Wow. You ever see a seagull that big? I haven't. That's incredible. Anyway, what were we talking about? Lame misdirect. She's right, Charlie. Pretty lame. Own who you are. Never compromise. Didn't know you washed up on an island. Didn't you wash up on this island with no memory of who you are and how you got here? Yes, yes, you did, poor thing. You have no idea the last time you had a real meal. And you've been standing in the sun. But the seagull. Oh, no, uh-oh. He just made a lot of good points. I swear. You're gonna feel lightheaded. You waved at me. Maybe you need to eat to survive. Either that or someone poisoned you. No, wait. You haven't eaten, but you can't be poisoned. You haven't eaten, so you can't be poisoned. Whatever the answer is, you're clearly about to pass out. Oh, hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, guide, narrator to the narrator. The ocean. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There are too many of those to count. Hopefully you'll pick at least one of them. Is there even more wrong paths? Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scene's over and having to fast forward back to where you were, am I right? For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But that only truly matters. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that, and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious, gotta give it to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. You wake up to find Huntress holding your limp body gingerly, pouring cool water into your mouth. Oh good, you're okay. Sometimes I try and care for people. They have a way of ending up less alive than when I start. Which would be a total bummer if that happened to you. It's been so long since I had a normal, happy, healthy living person around. Usually I'm falling into the same old routine of smashing everyone's heads open with a hatchet before I really get to know who they are as a person. But you're not nearly as scared or too busy writhing in pain to see me for me. You feel nervous in her arms, but not just because they may be crushing you a little bit. Because she's beautiful. Yes, beautiful. But I was going to narrate that fact, not, say it out loud as a single word like some creep. Beautiful mask, your bunny mask. It's quite gorgeous. Nice recovery. Now that you're awake and talking, you gotta keep this up. Did you make it yourself? You're the first person to ever ask me that. Yes, I did. You seem so quirky and cool. You could do anything. Own your own Etsy store. Be a doctor. Why is it that you kill people? Huntress sighs. You practically see the memories flicking across her eyes, but she hasn't tried to kill you yet, so that's a good sign. It was all I was ever taught to do as a young girl, so I thought it was right. Even through the mask, you can see the Huntress is blushing a bit. It seems like your line of questioning has made her a little nervous. Hey, you didn't eat much dinner. Want a snack? She offers you some jerky. Probably human jerky, but her spice game is on point because it smells pretty damn good. Yeah. When on Murderer's Island, you might as well eat as the killers do. Plus, you really are hungry, and now you can chow down on some jerky. And you can chow down on jerky essentially, right? I'd love some. After a moment of quiet chewing on what you believe is not human thigh meat, you decide to be bold and ask another question. Hey, have you ever been in a relationship before? Dang, you're really going there. You do not play around, Charlie. Huntress takes a moment to think deeply before answering. I must say, it's quite amusing seeing this hulking bombshell get all twisted up with these personal questions. Kudos to you, Charlie. There was this one deer that looked at me quite provocatively in a clearing once, but that doesn't count, does it? You hear the faintest of giggles bubble out from behind Huntress's mask. You're so cute, Huntress. No, it doesn't count. There's a cat here now. Hello, my son. He has now been locked in the room with me. Whoa, what's this? You found something in the sand. Huntress reaches down to pick it up. It's a hair clip, probably left by some little girl who was playing on the beach long ago, and is definitely still alive and not dead at all. Hold on, my cat is pressing buttons. Hello, my son. Let's get my camera back into proper positioning. There we go. Are you gonna be chill, or do you want to look out the windows? Okay. No cat lap time today, or yet. Anyway, Huntress closes the bag of jerky with the hair clip. Seems like she's a little mixed up now on how exactly this particular item works. Should you go with the flow or show off some of your knowledge for advanced humaning? Show her a thing or two. You silly goose. You chuckle before reaching for the bag of jerky. You take the bray and collect a lock of Huntress's hair, clipping it back into an attractive swoop. Much better. Huntress is so happy that you taught her something new about human trinkets. She touches the clip in her hair with a shy smile. Just as things are heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you. With a quick spin around, you find ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island, only to find it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they are waving in the air above their heads. It's very important we stick to the itinerary, and I intend to each event as scheduled. And attend to each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not part of this evening's activities. This is strictly slotted after campfire story time. At this rate, we're going to be late. Playing sick, no time for excuses. Let's get... I need to find a better voice for Claudette. You know what? Fuck it, let's pull Monty Python. Well, there's nothing that... Well, there's nothing that can be scheduled for what comes after... there is, but that's scheduled after what comes after the flirting. Go, go, go! Also, I might make Dwight Snape voice. Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, hasn't been sticking to schedule. That means we are behind on the time for evening activities, and we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story? But story time's my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh great, we have to decide as a group. That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realize that this is probably for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry, everyone. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time. Well, I passed out. Been there before. Even though it's taken some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true, is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anything ever happened on schedule even once? Damn it, Donald. You're trying to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me. I'll snap your head off so quick, and I'll drown you in his blood. Cynthia, fuss and muss are back on. You two know how much I love to hack and slash and slice. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounce my name. Who is Donald? Who is Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But we still gotta get started on story time, so... Charlie, who do you think should go? Ah, damn it, that's a name. Please pick somebody so that this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. Huntress focus, Huntress focus. Whoa. This entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid IP infringement. Be careful with that catchphrase, will you? I don't remember what I said. Huntress steps up to tell her story. The campfire flickers in her faraway eyes. There's a village outside the deep and ominous red wood. No child dared step foot past the dark threshold of thick trees and brush that separated safely from the unknown. Grown men that ventured in often would never return, and the sounds that echoed out into the village were something inhuman. The women of the town told a story to the young children, hoping that it would be enough to dissuade them from curious exploration beyond the boundaries of the village. They told of a creature that lurks in the woods, half woman, half beast, singing like a siren, haunting, beautiful, her voice the last relic of her humanity. It lulls all who hears it into her domain. Not a precocious child, nor a fierce soldier can escape her can escape once you are in her clutches. Those who seen her say she wears a mask of hair stained with blood of so many poor souls. The hatchet she wields has been brought down brutally through the skulls of many unsuspecting hunter. The nightmare doesn't end there. For what's a hungry beast to do in the frigid winters with nothing but hunter meat to live off of? It is said that the Huntress, as the village calls her, couldn't bring herself to kill the young girls she came across in the forest. Instead, they suffered a worse fate. Longing for a child of her own, she brought them back to her secluded cabin to keep them safe. She wrapped a tight cord of rope around their necks, affixed them to the walls. That way they'd be warm. That way they'd be out of harm's way. The Huntress would even bring the girls presents, toys she pilfered from others' bodies, masks she fastened out of things from the cottage, and little dolls made of grass and twigs. But these toys did nothing to quell the children's fears. Within days, the girls would waste away from starvation and dehydration. For all her good intentions, the Huntress had never learned how to care for a human child. You see tears creep down underneath Huntress' masks. Suddenly, the most beautiful singing voice you've ever heard fills the air. Sleep, my darling tiny ones, tucked within your bed so tight, else the old grey wolf will come and grab you by your side. There's a brief moment of silence where you feel the need to contribute to this stirring moment. Slow clap. Stand up and clap once, after a beat, then after a beat again, slowly building to a dramatic group clap. Wraith stands up next to you and claps. No one else does. Fuck. I fucking like... This game has endeared me to Wraith. Your clapping, it lacks energy. You must be tired. Huntress isn't interested in whatever it is you're trying to do, and walks off, bored. On that note, everyone decides to take a break and split up for a little bit, so that they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves, and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds, because Trickster shows up blaring his latest song. Hey, baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. You know, you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I wanted to hear from you. But I wanted you to hear something from big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I'm the ultimate catch on this island. The only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused on what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Huntress approaches you. Of course you liked my story. Who wouldn't? It had everything. Cute kids, dead men, a huntress. I find that all stories are better with the sound of a burning fire filling the air around you. All the smoke, however, I could do without. I'd rather eat barbecue than smell like it. Let's rinse off all these campfires and dip into the hot tub, shall we? Dipping into the hot tub with the Huntress. You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her. An offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. Before you run off, I wanted to make something clear. You know that half-woman, half-beast I was talking about in this story? That's me, I'm her. No way, how cool! That's really awesome. Thank you for being vulnerable and telling such a personal story. Huntress foe shyly twirls her hair. Tell the truth, what did you think of my tale? Did it have the markings of a best-selling author, such as comedic mastermind fucking Dostoevsky? Well, it was a really well-told narrative. Clear beginning, middle, and end. Riveting from the start. Plus, the woman in the forest, I mean, you, are clearly not a true villain. You are just a traumatized child. Okay, now you're just being a suck-up. Hunter's eyes leer at you from behind her mask. She's had her time in the spotlight, and now she's playing coy. Call her out for her tired soil. Just chuckle awkwardly. You chuckle awkwardly at Huntress's obvious statement. Why are you laughing? I can't help but giggle. I'm both about to die and also maybe falling in love. You can't believe how awkward and intimidating this woman seems right now. This is actually pretty endearing. You notice the temperature has dropped significantly despite your steamy company. It's a little chilly. Your bare shoulders must be freezing. Let's head back to the fire and put me to bed, eh? We hate to intrude on whatever smooth moves that were about to unveil themselves, but it is time for bed. Usually nighttime is when I do my best hunting, but after a day like today, I'm pretty tuckered out. Will I see you tomorrow, Charlie? Only if I don't see you first. You make a cute little bow hunting motion. Huntress catches your imaginary arrow and catches the imaginary arrow you shoot in her teeth, then bites down hard, snapping it in half. At least you think that's what she's doing. It's kinda hard to tell. Good night, my little snack. I'm sure that wasn't a reference to actually eating you. I mean, I wouldn't argue with being eaten by the Huntress. Just saying. Ah. Oh, hey, my bots are turned on. That's right. So, all my exclamation points work. You head over to the campfire. Its heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Huntress's story of the half-human, half-beast that abducted all those innocent children in an attempt to save them that led to their doom. Are you a mistaken prisoner here on this island? Is this your salvation, or will it be your demise? Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. Their now familiar, creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. We must apologize for the accommodation. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable or die trying. They hand over a pillow and a blanket and welcome you to snuggle by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. Just try and keep the volume to a minimum. Are other guests on the types you want to rob of their beauty sleep? Why does it keep... Oh, wait. Hold on. Repeat that. Use 2 points pointer and point at. This here upcoming minigame is a special minigame, perfect for the less coordinated, because there is no winning or losing. Well, not technically. Wherever the pointer stops, that's your result. If it doesn't stop where you want it to, that's like losing, but no one has to know if you don't tell them. Ready to play? Yes. Ready. Away we go. As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might adjust the dial to fix it. Oh. This is not what I was expecting for the minigame to be. I wanted 96. Let's see what's on this station. Listen more. Come on.
Let's talk about our community. For us, it means two major things. First of all, the community is you out there. It's you and everybody else, either playing the game or talking about the.
Alright, let's turn it off. No matter the things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to lay by your side by the fire? Boy, who do you think? Huntress, are you around here? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Huntress appears in an instant. You really didn't hear her coming. She's more than happy to tell you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless. Murder tea! If a Soviet lullaby doesn't work, this special mushroom tea has always done the trick. When I'm not coating the blade of my hatchet in the in it to ease the passing of my victims, I'm steeping it in a piping hot mug of water. Try it. You do. You finally start to feel sleepy. Except maybe this isn't really sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. Try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. Jesus Christ, what is this? Kingdom Hearts? Because the ocean means darkness? The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be spooky by now. By now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head, but this one's still undeniably odd. You really worked up a sweat watching those killers toss the ball around, huh? Would it have hurt so much to splash around in some cool ocean waves afterwards? I'm just saying, I'm out here, you know. You awake suddenly to see someone looming over you. When you wake up, you find Spirit sitting beside you, reading a worn paperback. Oh, hey, what? Shh, shh. She clearly hasn't noticed that you're awake. But she hasn't actually looked at you. She's pretty focused on that book. Shh. It seems like forever she stares at the page before finally shutting the book and setting it down. Oh, you're awake. Yeah, never mind. I saw you with Huntress before bedtime. I wouldn't tell you how to live your life, but if you ask me, you could do a lot better. It's completely by accident I even saw them over there. It's not like I was looking out for you or anything. This was simply the best reading light, and the text in my book is very, very fine print, so it's tough to read in the dark. Don't get the wrong idea. You and I are obviously mind our own business types, not phony lookout for each other as an excuse of just being nosy just being nosy types. But, well, since you're here and I'm here, maybe we've got other things in common. Who knows? We spent a little more time together tomorrow. We might find that, I don't know, maybe we'll get along. And by get along, I mean simply exist comfortably without feeling any burning desire to assassinate the other person. Or not, whatever. I don't even care. Bye. Good night and sweet dreams to you, too, I guess. Finally alone, for real this time, maybe, you drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Eh. Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't. Ah, jeez, it is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. I think today went really well. These are some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent that didn't end in bloodshed, or ultimately or an untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a win, no matter what happens. What do you think of the newcomer? Do I have to say... Oh, I do, okay, What do I think of the newcomer? Do I have to say... Oh, I do, okay, attractive, mysterious... I really don't know that many other words since I was raised by my mom in the woods until she was skewered by an elk. And I had to wash her entrails off my sarafan. That being said, the other three shouldn't make sure they're on guard. I'm sitting down and was wearing a belt and that was very uncomfortable, but now I'm much more comfortable. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I, for one, will not let my guard down so easy. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place. But he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time. Major buzzkill and... Trapper? Ugh, where do I begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Jeez. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat fine, a fine diet of raw deer meat, of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, there's something about this newcomer that I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. If I'm being honest, I want to kill just about every person I meet within a minute of meeting them. Even if the few people I can tolerate, I want to see suffering for a long time before I kill them. Well, this person, for some reason, I'd like them to continue living. For now. One false step and, well, you know everyone calls me Trapper for a reason. And they better call me Trapper. I swear, if I watch this later and you list me as Evan, I'm going to kill that Chiron guy. Yeah, today was fun. I don't really want to get ahead of myself or really invest in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes, or maybe they'll just realize I'm not the one for them. They seem pretty smart, so that's probably what'll happen. Gotta learn to go easy on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? You know, I think I learned a lot about myself today. I always thought I was doomed to be alone for eternity. Only my creeping desire for revenge to keep me company. Now I know it. I survived my first day, technically. You open your eyes. The sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky. Not a cloud in the sky. Anyway. And you feel great. Totally well rested. Honestly, they could have just had a cloudless sky. Just turn the cloud layer off when making the background. Whatever. You're not even suspicious about the fact that you fell asleep by a campfire but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was this day nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out by the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make us for a sexy bunch, no? Talk about sexy. Here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off right. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. I also want to wish you luck. Today's an important one. My only regret is I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the time. Never mind, he left. At least we brought you a cup of, No, wait, don't drink that. How was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. He definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. This is most certainly not coffee, and I don't want anyone else casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you yet. It's supposed to be a tropical paradise. The type you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review to, not an eternal prison of pain. And please make sure you do leave a review. It really helps with the algorithm. Just trust me. Just trust me. I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically knock the coffee out of your hand. This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land, I submerge those who defy me, and become their watery grave. Speaking of graves, I would like to say something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review, if it was crafted with love and or the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean's right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent, and whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing those elaborate simulations, vacations, is not easy to do. Sometimes there are even small bugs or inconsistencies that are just the nature of the process. Perfection's overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We gotta celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of the creative process, with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not to be overly critical of them. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry. We should have been here 5 minutes ago. I always do this on the second morning. Sad, really? Even if they do make some great points. Oh, sure, they make great points, I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies, Charlie. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on this island? I have been having a lovely time. If I were to summarize my time here, I would call it a lovely time. Aw, lovely. We love to hear that, because isn't that what this place is all about? Finding love? No. Shut up, Dwight. You'll get us all killed again, and again, and again. We do need to ask one more question, though. We had to sign all our rights away to say anything... all our rights to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? No. No, I will not say anything negative about your island. You have my word. I, Charlie, agree to the terms of this verbal contract. Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Yes, yes! Hey, Charlie, it's totally cool it's totally cool if you still have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review, because we all know nobody reads negative reviews of games or resorts like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudia have gone into a trance, and with some grumbling you hear from your belly, that can only mean one thing. Breakfast. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon and so much for maintaining those beach bods. We're all half naked in tropical paradise. Can we at least get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magic powders that will only get you so far? Even if killers watch their sodium intake? You take a plate, sit down, thinking about yesterday, and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. It looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I'll be honest. I didn't expect you to survive yesterday, so congrats, I guess. Whether you survive today is a 50-50 at best. Good luck. Well, that was bizarre, but back to your breakfast. No. Now Huntress steps up to talk about her feelings. I feel a stirring inside my animal heart. Something I've never felt before. It's almost like the feeling right before I go for the kill. But softer, warmer. Sounds like it could be love. Or maybe just indigestion from all the raw beef she had last night. Well, that surely must be it. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast to... And just like that, here comes Spirit. I look especially well rested this morning. It's not because I slept well, as you know. I'm too dedicated to finding revenge to ever sleep again. But because you all really left me alone yesterday to be my best constantly annoyed self, and I thank you for that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all while looking cute doing it. So, with looking cute doing so. Guessing Wraith has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Ah, perfect. There he is. Take us home, Wraith. Oh, hey. That was fun yesterday, huh? Yeah. I mean, not like too much fun. That would be weird, but like a good amount of fun. Now looking at you expectantly. Wait, you're supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel. I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keep them wanting more. And you're getting good at this game. It's actually sexy true to life experience. Jimmy didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing? Me? Well, yeah, I guess. That's okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these 4 fine killers, but feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. It's not only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing as how I'm not real and all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed. No. Stick it in there. A little more. Oh, yes, that's it, yes. How does that feel? Intense. Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. Now I want you to take it and put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that. Exactly like that. Man, having these voices for Dwight and Claudia was the best idea. I swear, I had no idea these two even do whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know that you're close by and can hear everything. Oh wow! Look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on a chair. Does anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it! Oh, come on, a little privacy, please. Dwight, panting, and Claudette has a crazed look in her eye. Sorry, I didn't know anyone else was out here. But I could hear you, well, you know. No, what? What do you think we were doing? You were doing I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like, fun. You think 2 people trying to find a way to kill each other in a desperate search for make their own death permanent is fun? Oh. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it trying to if we can stab each other in just the right spot so we don't get resurrected. I've come to believe that the key to finding our exact place to bleed out from. I believe that place is the appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Do you actually think we were me and him? Dwight. You don't have to laugh so hard. They get it. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I noted all our entry rooms and our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, Charlie. You're going to need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A cragmedy. Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where are we? Where were we? Oh yeah. You're heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday wasn't short, a lot. So far today has been exhausting too. but you're dedicated to achieving a true centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit. Just soaking up the sun in a heated pool. Today, you're on a date with you. Ooh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? Aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tipped, like a palm tree bending over to screw with you. But it's no tree at all, it's Trickster. Hey, babe. Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling. So how about it? Some forced kinda check-in with the group. I don't really like it. Fishy, kinda lazy. Whatever though, breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon, or even after 4 p.m. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You seen my abs, by the way? Maybe you can see him later at my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out, if you play your cards right. I could give you a private show. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing, you gotta give him that. And a blow-up bat? Threatening but adorable. Makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. Also, that tracks. The other island is just where all the characters from IPs are. In case they wanted to make a sequel. And get all the licensed characters. Because I want to date an alien. He's a psychopath just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. And we're not best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking. It's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that this guy's gone, we've got some ground rules to establish, or going to abide by. It's time to lay back and take some deep, slow breaths, and nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. I guess, Huntress. That makes sense. You two have gotten pretty cozy. We should get out of here. I know a place quiet and out of the way. No one will be able to hunt us. I mean, hear us. Doesn't that sound intriguing? But immediately a flood of worry and floods your brain. Should you pack a picnic? Bring your swimsuit? A pocket knife? You decide to bring as much as you can. You may have to make a run for it at some point, and you should be prepared. But of course, you washed up on this island with nothing but the clothes on your back, so you've got nothing to gather. Are you really ready for this? I mean, they call her the Huntress, not the Hugtress. I fucking wish she was the Hugtress. You look up at the towering goddess, trying to form a sentence, when suddenly, before you can decide whether or not to go with her, the trapper interjects. I demand that you reconsider. Why settle for a bunny with a hatchet when you can have everything you ever wanted here? Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly, because you can only go on one date today. And you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Then die a horrible, wretching, writhing death after drinking it because lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, the silence got me really tilted. So who will it be? Huntress. Always. I gotta go with Huntress. Whee! Forest friend. Is that blood on your mask, or are you just happy to see me? You and Huntress make your way to the secluded beach house. Your heart thrums in your chest. Don't look it up. Thrums is a real word, I swear. Are these nerves of excitement or terror? Is it fun and makes it sexy and the horrifying? Yes, it is. Huntress is as quiet as a mouse as she guides you through the island forest. You struggle to keep up with her. She moves like a jungle cat, all muscle and silent leaps across thorny brush. She halts suddenly as you crash into her, having been desperate to keep up. You follow her gaze and realize that you've arrived. A cabin in the woods. Obligatory in nearly all horror films and stories. And you've come here willingly with a fearsome killer. Great job. The cabin is cozy, but something seems off about it. You can't quite put your finger on what it is. Huntress stares at you through her bunny mask, cocking her head to the side as if trying to gauge your reaction to her hideaway. Are you gonna invite me inside? Why do you need an invitation? Are you a vampire? No. Oh. Just me, or did Huntress seem a little disappointed? Didn't peg her for the lover of the Fang, but hey, I don't judge. Come in, let's explore. You follow her inside. It's creepy, rickety, and definitely not up to code, but it has a certain homey charm. You're quite the decorator. She blushes. Indeed she is. Chandelier made of bones hangs delicately from the foyer ceiling, and a collection of trinkets lines the mantel. Something tells you the people who once owned these things are not of this mortal coil anymore. Could you be Huntress's next victim? That gives you a wicked thrill. Hey, she's looking at you again. What do you think of my collection? I could learn to like it. I could certainly learn to like this. The whole place is quite tactile. There's so much to look at. The organized chaos makes me want to craft things with my own hands. I knew you'd like it here. You haven't the eye of someone who appreciates fine stolen things. I can't wait to go treasure hunting with you. We can find so many goodies on this island. But first, what do you think of the other killers on this island? I mean, Trickster's pretty out there, but everyone else seems like they have interesting backstories and whatnot. A little gossip, huh? What are you playing at, Charlie? Huntress considers this for a beat. She seems to have two modes, thoughtful and explosive. You hope to never be in the splash zone when the explosive part emerges. Why? Are you jealous? Before you can answer, the house begins to shake. Huntress loses her balance. The termite-infested floor loses her balance on the termite-infested floor and falls into your arms. You are not mad about it, but before you can have time to enjoy this moment... Crabs! Oh no, it's an attack! A horde of killer crabs invaded through the crevices of the poorly constructed cabin. They race at you and Huntress in swarms, clacking their razor claws at you. You must act quickly. What will you do? Grab the shashkas. Quickly reach out and grab the shashkas off the wall, being the highly educated person, you definitely know that Shashka is a Russian sword and not an umbrella or a can of cola or something else like that. Back to back, you and Huntress both hack away at the attacking crustaceans. You manage to slay a majority of the killer crabs. The ones you missed go scurrying into hidey holes. Huntress turns to you with a glaze, full of passion and intrigue. However, before it bubbles over, she looks away, suppressing feelings. Is she nervous? Huntress sits down on the wicker couch and begins cleaning the guts off the hatchet. It's an obligatory scene for every killer. You're just happy to not be the source of what she's wiping off. Looks like we're having crab for dinner. She doesn't smile at your joke. Yeah, has that ponderous look on her face again. You join her on the couch. Man, sometimes those near-death experiences really get me thinking about what I want in life. I think I'd really want to start a family one day. How about you? Maybe one day with the right person. I mean, it's a life-changing decision. You gotta make sure it's right. Huntress smiles coyly. A good answer. You never know what kind of weirdos are out there. What were you like as a kid? You try to imagine this giantess as a meek child in a puffer coat wandering about the forest. Huntress chuckles. Her laugh is quite soft and cute. I was so innocent. We hunted to survive, then went back to the cottage, and Mother would tell me stories. We would drink tea and imagine life far away from the woods, somewhere like this. I suppose I finally achieved what she wanted from me. But since coming here, something feels off. It's beautiful and warm, and everyone's so attractive. Like thirst traps galore. But don't you get the feeling something is coming for us? Oh no, she's onto you. But onto you about what? Swirling memories rush through your head. Nightmares, visions of a dark cloud. Claudette and Dwight's vacant stares that belie some sort of hypnosis. Quickly, validate her theory or try to push it off. Yeah, totally. Think you're onto something. What do you know? How long have you been here? Do you remember anything about why we might be here? I've been having these dreams, seeing things. I think we're all serving some greater purpose here. Huntress reveals a strange object she stole near the stage where Trickster performs. It has some sort of strange symbol on it. Truthfully, it doesn't seem that strange to you. It's a glass bottle. However, the label is interesting. She hands it over, but before she can explain her theory, Claudette and Dwight burst in on you and interrupt. We have a dramatic announcement to make. But it needs to happen back at the beach. You arrive at the beach and realize you were set up. There is no big announcement after all. What you have here is good old-fashioned rivalry. It's true, exactly like the voice that we cannot hear and certainly aren't referencing says. We were forced to interrupt your lovely date by another killer. They are here and ready to make you an offer of love that you won't be able to deny. Trapper emerges from the water, and is he in slow motion? He's pure thirst. He's Paul Newman on horseback. He's Denzel on the cover of GQ. Manliness brought to life. Also, was he holding his breath underwater this whole time waiting for his cue? That's commitment to a bit that that's commitment to a bit I've ever seen. Heard you were spending the day at a quaint cottage. That's cute. How about a quaint mansion? Or better yet, how about one on each continent? Yeah, I'm including Antarctica. I'm really, really rich. Think of how cozy we can get there in a snowy 10-bedroom chateau. One of those pools that's half indoor, half outdoor, but nice and warm throughout. That way you can kill a mama polar bear on the outside while watching her cubs cry over her body from the inside. Wow, Trapper's the real deal. And by real, I do mean really, and by deal, I mean evil. Plus, you really want to hunt for your food for the rest of your life? With me, you get it both ways. Savagery and someone to clean up after you. Sounds nice, huh? Ugh, as if. This ain't the life for me, bro. I'm very impressed that you can speak with an implied quotation mark. Very cool. This guy's a total douche nozzle. Try hard much? Seems like the turn of the century Pacific Northwest version of a Wall Street bro. Trust me, it tracks. As someone who is in the Pacific Northwest, yes. Patrick Bateman with a huge chip on his shoulder. You wouldn't go with him if he was brandishing a cleaver at you. Oh shit, he is. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm into the quieter lifestyle. I relish my independence and don't need to wipe someone's butt for me. You run back into the huge arms of Huntress. She hugs you tight. So tight you think you feel the life leave your body just for a moment. But it hurts so good. You know what? I'm impressed you stood up to me. I appreciate someone giving me their totally honest opinion. Even if that opinion makes me want to carve out your liver. The butt wiping comment. That's not what I meant by clean up after you. But I'm hiring someone to do that for me the moment I get home. Good for you, man. Trapper leaves you as you turn to Huntress, slowly walking in slow motion back into the water. It's pretty weird. You're just gonna stay in there all night. Shall we continue our date? Huntress leads you back to her cabin. Thought you'd remember the way, but it's like the forest has completely changed. Nothing's familiar. Better not get lost out here. Can you believe that guy? Classic trapper. Pulling a move like that. I'm so glad you chose me, though. I don't think we've explored all there is between us yet. She winks at a bunny-masked eye. And scoops you up and onto her back. Huntress runs through the woods, with you piggyback riding her. The wind ruffles at your hair. Animals clear a path for the mighty woodswoman as she races by like the lead from a famous teen vampire drama. In that one scene where he calls out her as Spider Monkey, Huntress doesn't call you that. Whee! Eventually, she gently lowers you onto the ground, and you take in your surroundings. A wood clearing in the forest. Huntress prances about like a deer in the meadow. I like to come here sometimes and clear my head. And hack up a few cute woodland creatures. Foxes are my favorite to slaughter. They think they're so cute and sly, but I see right through them. They're just assholes. Great with hot sauce. Huntress hears rustling and darts off to find the source, crouching down, low like an animal. Now you're alone in the middle of a forest. Which way did you come from again? No idea. Your sense of direction is all off. A mellifluous voice floats through the air, landing upon your ears like syrupy honey. Come find me. Ready. Oh, shit. Okay. Bam. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Bam! Perfect. Not bad? Excellent. Tag. Tag! You bop Hunter's shoulder when you find her. She high-fives you. You're trying to date this young lady? Or just bro down all day? You're so good at hiding. I'm having a real blast. Thanks. They say it takes 10,000 hours to practice to get good at something. They do say that. That was fun, huh? I keep trying to just relax and have a good time, but that's really hard for me. Anytime I let my guard down, something terrible happens. What if we let our pants down? Like what? Sometimes I find a young girl in the woods. Little perfect angels that need my protection. But if I turn my back for a moment, they wind up dying. That got dark, but you feel like the Huntress wouldn't admit this to just anyone. Except when she told that story. That was very obviously her. Oh look, Claudette and Dwight are back. Okay, we swear we're here for a good reason this time. Yeah, no one's manipulating us. It's time for dinner. Come get some grub. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining. That's just not the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No, you're really feeling a whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business. All the, appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. We're not going to do the gag where we cram them all on screen at the same time again, so believe me, they're all here. And they're just as sexy and demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone's being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, getting this far. I'm as surprised as you that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Spirit seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding on to your heart, she throws caution to the wind and speaks up. That's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murderous Island, but hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the least you can do. And heaven knows they won't do any better than that. Clearly, I need to do a little more to be a part of this group, or I'll be alone forever. However, I don't eat, and I like being alone. So I take that back. I don't care what the group has for dinner, as long as we start with shrimp cocktail. I saw a movie once where these ghosts turned shrimp cocktail into a haunted synchronized dance, and I'm working out how they did that. You mean beetle? Charlie stops them from saying it. Beetle shrimp. The most rare and delicious types of shrimp. Beetle shrimp? Is that some new delicacy? Because I've hunted many beetles and many shrimp, but I've never heard of beetle shrimp. Of course you haven't. Like Spirit says, they've got hypnotic power. Anyone who sees them soon forgets. Also, something to do with dancing. I'm kind of surprised Beetlejuice isn't a killer in Dead by Daylight yet. He literally just had a movie come out. I know he's not necessarily a killer, even though he did kill people, I think. Though I think he's technically just a poltergeist. So I'm surprised there isn't a skin for him on one of the various ghost characters. I wasn't gonna say anything that dumb. No, I was gonna say, "Hashoo." Excuse you, Charlie. Now you were saying, Trapper? You've done all you can do, and I appreciate it, but I'm gonna have to narrate us out of this one, somehow. Hold on. Are you afraid we might accidentally recite some ancient spell and conjure a ghost? 'Cause I hate to break it to you, but it's a little late for that. Giant osprey swooped down and dropped a severed head on the table, distracting everyone. Trapper. Hey, I've never seen this particular severed head before. What, this time I'm being honest. Sorry, not my finest work, but it had to be done. Gotta be careful about which cultural references we get mixed up with is all. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day for sure, but how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little, and it could affect your standing with the group. Just sit there and say nothing. Nothing is not an option. Tell them about your brush with death. Day was nuts. Me and went to Huntress' secret cabin, killer crabs attacked us. It's true. I'll fall asleep tonight to the delicious sounds of crunching crustaceans. That would never happen on my yacht. I ground them up. It's a much more satisfying way to kill crabs. At least those kinds of crabs. Have a little comb with the other kind. Very good. Very good, Trapper. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now. They're all very tired. And they're all very tired. Oh, wait, no, sorry, that's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica. Not a charming parody dating sim that's set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bony appetite? You mean Bon? No. Almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it, even the vegetables. Possible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back, clean up the table. They linger around as you pick up your plate, take your napkin, dust crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to the servants? Thank you. Your top-notch service is much appreciated. Everyone, if you would please be so kind to follow us to the fire pit, we'd greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen. Something that will soon change everything. You can go willingly or unwillingly. You have no choice, tough cookies. Do you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret it. Good. Something needs to change around her. Here, fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not my eyes. It's childhood trauma involving fire. And finally, everyone starts moving toward the fire pit. If only get away from Wraith's complaining. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for your other killers to take their places, wondering who will want to tell a story this time. Will the narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think. Are they allowed to simply place thoughts into my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing happens. Something always seems to happen here, but so nothing is probably not a great sign. Oh, cool, and now everyone's looking at you. So, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or we could play charades? Boggle? Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Wraith points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way, knowing that thing could probably shoot lasers. Try not to bore us. We're very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. I should probably put a Russian accent on Huntress to differentiate her from Spirit. I know the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all at the same time. Start to pretend it's not here. Hold on, I'm confused at this sentence structure, and I'm a bit eepy still. I know the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here and doesn't, threaten to burn us all alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. Charlie was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. I'll tell a story. I hope it's a mystery. Okay, what type of story do you want to tell? Adventure. Alright. You like your Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movies. How about some adventure? Now we're talking. It's not my favorite, but I respect your choice and will nod politely. You don't have to say that, Wraith. Just nod politely. Okay, ready? Here it goes. I really like to go fishing. Solid hobby. I can't do a Russian accent. I was like, I'll do a Russian accent for Huntress because she's Russian. I can't do a Russian accent. Solid hobby. Great foundation for a story, for sure. You pause. Everyone's waiting with bated breath, no pun intended. Oh wait, that's it. Not much of a story. Barely even a thought. My pun was better than that story. And yeah, that's all. And that's all I've got. God forbid you give the narrator a break and do some storytelling for once in your stinking life. Everyone's a little disappointed, but hey, we can't all be Hans Christian Andersen. No, I was kidding. So what type of story do you want to tell? Personal story. I've got a little personal story, if that's okay. Those thoughtful tales are the best, and often the most sad. It's a bit of a love story. It's about two strong hunters who meet and they both try to bludgeon the same wily Wolverine. Is it a story about a deranged killer who makes the only woman who's ever believed in him witness a shocking display of violence? Not quite. It's about my parents. They met at a party in college he hosted, and she'd been dragging some friends there. Oh. They couldn't be more different, yet they were, and yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music, and he took interest in her major, women's studies. They were married within 2 months. Bit soon to trust someone, don't you think? That's so sweet. Oh, that's so sweet. Exactly. I learned a lot about love from them. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with someone. Love could just spark from a look across the campfire. Now you've got their attention. Each killer is furiously attempting to catch your eye from across the fire pit. It's quite alarming, actually. Except Trickster. He has his headphones in and is loudly playing his own music to drown you out. Okay, that was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end it there. So who else would like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. Huntress, focus. Huntress, you seem raring to go. Let's hear from you. Sure thing. My neck of the woods isn't wanting for a horrifying mythology. Mother once told me a story of a young man who was traveling back home after the war. Which war? Doesn't matter. Want to know the backstory details? To paint a picture. I'll paint you a picture if you want. The man was lost and running out of food rations. He stopped to rest for a night under a majestic birch tree. That's when he saw a woman, naked, skin glistening in the twilight glow. Hot, I'm interested. They sang a haunting melody as they made their way downhill towards the inviting lake. Enchanted by the music, the young man followed the parade of beautiful women till they stopped. Ah. Ads are starting soon. The young man followed the parade of beautiful women until they stopped in a clearing next to the lake. They turned to him and smiled. One of the women with long red hair stepped forward and reached for his hand. The others began to play music, flutes, lutes, tambourines. The melody was intoxicating. The man's feet began to move beneath him. He was dancing, moved by the magical music of these mysterious women. Twilight darkened into night, and the man grew weary. But when he tried to still his moving feet, he found that he could not. Help, I cannot dancing, he cried to the nearest woman, a slender woman with green hair. She drew near him, and he saw her features distort into something horrific. She was bloated, an eye hanging out of one socket. Skin the color of algae. A rusalka. Her true self. You'll never stop dancing, she screeched at him. My sisters and I were drowned in this lake by men of your regiment. Consider this your punishment. The man cried out, but it wasn't me. Someone must pay, Rusalka said, her voice filled with briny malice. And so the man danced and danced until his bones broke and his heart gave out. The man danced the dance of death. Silent beat as everyone takes in this macabre ending. But it's not all bad. Rusalkas are also fertility goddesses. If a lady had stumbled across them, she would have been blessed with a fruitful womb, and probably some candy for the road. Damn. Does she really think that's a happy ending? Damn. Does she really think that it's a happy ending? I want what the Huntress is having. Ugh. Oh. That was story time. A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think it's very good. Every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think, feeling weird, don't know why. I think I haven't eaten enough. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more of a fan of episodic style storytelling. Everyone knows a series takes time, takes a lot of pressure off of individual installments, and builds a greater sense of community between audience and its creator. Tell me, Charlie, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that, we don't actually care. We're here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid my small talk get in the way of a romantic twilight moment. Right, I'm gonna need you to shut your trap. Shut your yap trap. You know that we need to get back to that thing that we do whenever we're not on screen. Okay, you have fun tonight. And try not to end up dead. Why'd you say the words wink wink out loud? I didn't, because I didn't think they were said out loud. Also, what kind of a toddler are you getting at with ending up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident. And you do know that these are all principles. These people are all despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except for Spearant. She doesn't really belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear someone trash-talking Spirit? Deal me in. What do you say we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while I roast that ghost with some killer hot takes? Please, enough talk of these burns and things that are lit or getting blazed. It's enough that these activities to be set next to a literal fire. Also, I'll be surrounded by figurative flames as well. What if we turn around as far from this place as we could, just you and me? On those spindly legs, you'd probably be tired before you got too far. If running away is someplace secluded is what Charlie's after, they should just obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Not that my walk speed reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. My own choice and completely logical. Why is everyone obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all of this. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that corporations swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting by the shade, drinking something locally sourced and thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their games anymore. It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else? It's like she's trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on, or is it just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is on you for the moment. You could, I don't know. If you could, I don't know, just maybe pick. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us. Maybe we could move on with our lives, or some other special projects we might have going on. You heard him. Who will it be? Who will you head off with for an evening activity? I'm just saying, you may not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on Murderer's Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with the name either. But with this streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that wasn't taken. God, I am fumbling and stumbling. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, that guy. We're going to go with the Huntress, because always. Huntress? Alright, I'm going to actively turn on an ad and eat some stuff, because I am feeling funky, and it's a funkiness from not eating. So, if you want to hear me eat and chat, either watch the VOD or sub. I have raisins. Yogurt raisins. That I'm gonna start eating. Because they're at what's at hand. And I'll probably eat something after stream. Because my breakfast was 2 donuts. So I honestly haven't been eating too well. Though I have a small amount of gamer subs left, I'm actually probably just going to finish it now. And then move on to some ginger ale. Welcome back, ad viewers. Just had to finish my gamer subs so I can move on to a different beverage. Because I have ginger ale with me as well. Alright. You know, I had a feeling you'd pick me. You've got good taste. I don't just say that because I'm considering eating you. Huntress licks her lips as she eyes you up and down. You've never felt like a literal piece of meat this much in your life before. What have you gotten yourself into? Let's go over to the bar. I'm going to make you something special. Make you into something special. You and Huntress whisk yourselves away to the bar. And when you arrive, you find an arrangement of arts and craft supplies? Are those taxidermy tools? Cool. Are you freaking out? I'm not freaking out. You wonder what's going through Huntress's head. Though she's bubbly and enthusiastic, you're always terrified she might snap. Something on your mind? She smiles. Drink this. Huntress hands you a seemingly normal tropical cocktail. If one were to drug you into some sort of state which you could be operated on, these flavors would certainly hide the poison. You look around and consider what else there is to live for besides becoming Huntress's little toy. And your conclusion is, bombs away. You pound the drink. It's quite nice. I've been thinking of making you a present. A mask. Would you be into that? Yes, of course. I've always admired yours. What would you like? And it can't be a dog, even though I know you like them. There was this ex. They were really into Dobermans, like 2 into them. It's a long story. Rabbit mask. One just like yours, please. Well, that's not very creative, is it? Huntress is annoyed, but then her face lights up. Oh wait, it's brilliant. We can use it as a tactical advantage. Like there's 2 of us. We can attack from both sides. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. Well, I know what I'm going to be working on tonight, all alone, in my skimpy pajamas. Huntress winks at you. Should we just get out of here? These drinks are making me pretty sleepy. Should we just get out of here? Maybe go directly into your bed? No, that's not how tonight goes. I mean, that's not how it's supposed to go. Not yet, at least, you kooky kids. Soon. Huntress, you've got lots of hobbies. Why don't you share something with us that you're passionate about? Something less deadly than throwing axes or chasing survivors. Maybe. Just a thought. Making masks? Oh, wait, making matching gloves. No, you little joker. I'm thinking of a different type of making. Making our victims die fast, medium, or slow deaths, depending on what mood we're in. It's just another round of be careful what you wish for on Murderer's Island. Dwight, I need your help, doing something in a different place entirely. You read my mind. Meet you there. I'm talking about mycology. You know, mushrooms. I picked a lot of them, and I'm very familiar with which ones make for a great soup base, and which ones make you super dead. I'll show you 2 mushrooms, and you point to the one that's safe to eat. Okay, that sounds easy enough. This one. Correct. It's called the Black Trumpet, and boo-doo, it's delicious. Next up, this one's very easy. I'm sure you'll nail it. Point at the one that won't result in your almost instant death if you eat it. That one. Ruh-roh. You've just eaten a deadly dapperling, which is named that both for which has a name that is both adorable and, well, deadly. Adorable and deadly. You know anyone like that? Hee hee. Final question. Which will make you jump for joy? Which will make you jump for joy, and which will make you vomit until you die? This one. Correct. The green cracking wrestler. Sure, it might look moldy, but I guess you shouldn't judge a mushroom on it by its gross green cap. Not everything is exactly as it first appears at first glance. That was fun, right? I like flexing a little more than my biceps for you. Alright, let's see, tabulating your answers, and not great, not all wrong, but it only takes 1 poisonous mushroom to put you down for good. Guess you'll need to keep me around so you don't shove anything deadly in your mouth. Huntress claps her hands giddily. I appreciate you spending time with me. I know the other killers are very alluring in their own way, and it means a lot that you'd spend time with me with a forest bumpkin such as myself. You're no bumpkin. You're a strong, independent woman. Don't demean yourself. Huntress leaps on you, knife to your throat. I'll demean myself if I want to. She's angry but also turned on. This is pretty hot. We're here. Claudette and Dwight gather everyone together on the beach. Typical. Exactly what the voice said. Telling you, and I'm being honest, that you're the only one who can hear me. The gang's all together on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was. Or it feels like it's been a lot. Oi. Feels like it's been a lot longer here than that actually. Okay. It's so late, the sun's already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly. Quickly, so that you can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narratordom. Good thing you've really used your time well since then. Really, getting to know the gang. The brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know, the 4 types of people. Anyway, everyone's gathering on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pick your dream date and see who Charlie chooses. Who's ready for a round robin? How round are we talking? No, not to eat, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you about their dream date that they have planned for you tomorrow. In no particular order, which is weird to mention, right? So almost like the order does matter. Spirit, why don't you go first? Get this over with so you can get back to reading your book. Oh. Whatever. I fucked up the names and the voices. Doesn't matter. figuratively, damn it, Dwight. You've got to watch your words with these people. Tomorrow I will spit in the face of God, die, and be reborn anew. I will spit in the face of God, die, and be reborn anew. That's it. If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you. Go draw crayon art with Trapper, or dig up mysteries with Wraith. I don't know what those guys do all day. You want to specify at least which god you'll be spitting in the face of? All of them. Okay then, so hydrate tonight if you tend to hang out with Spirit. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable, not only in polite society, but within the narrative of this in-world event, and also the larger meta-narrative of Dead by Daylight dating experience? Sometimes you've just got to say it. Why, yes, thank you, I'd love to. So, Charlie, you're thinking of picking me? Well, this is your final warning. Pick me, and you will be punished and rewarded. Tomorrow will suck. Probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with. I know that. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that'll make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it. And if you're a maggot, also everyone. And if not, you're a maggot. And also everyone, even confident, sexy ladies in rabbit masks, better stay the hell away from my yacht. Sorry. Anyway, Wraith. Well, I don't know. I'd really prefer to tell Charlie privately. I don't really know how that's going to work with these game mechanics. What if you just whisper it to Charlie? Wraith considers this for a long moment. Too long. That's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper. Tomorrow, we'll have to find my bell. Then I can finally tell you about what I've been working on. It's going to be really special, kind of thing where we're really gonna bond. And maybe finally get off this island. Maybe we can go on a real date. You done? Is that it? Wraith nods proud. Great, Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning I'm planning a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone. What was that? Nothing, go away. Then, boy oh boy, I've got such an adventure planned. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you'll have to pick me and find out. I'll tell you, it's primo stuff. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to start preparing, because it's clear that you're going to pick me. Confident. Mysterious. I like it. And that's everyone. Gosh, you'll need to dream about these options you're ready to choose in the morning. Now go on, dream about your swoon-worthy options, so that you're ready to make a choice. Come dawn. Have a swell night. Did you two forget to mention something? Gosh, no. How could we forget? Before you run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No reality survival dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of our contestants who's already teetering on the edge of a psychological break, and giving them a little push. Hold up, this has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time, and I'm just now finding out about this? Come on, the signs were there, you just didn't read them. Welcome to Murder Island. It's now time to eliminate one of the killers. Oof, it's like butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill a killer, but you can break their heart. Do you dare even try? You mean... That's right. That's right. Tomorrow, one of these sexy slices will not be eligible for you to take on a date. Who's it gonna be? Pourquoi? Because it's dramatic. Because it's surprising. It's a classic reversal of fate. And it will hurt someone's feelings. Someone dangerous. It's gonna be Champ. What's your thought process? Trapper seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, you could see him coming. At least you'd see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats, and I hear she can disappear. Hard to track. Get rid of Wraith, he might cry. Although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it just seems like he might be an ugly crier. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay with it, but you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. So which sociopath will you be eliminating? I can have Huntress protect me from Trapper. See ya, Trapper. This is very simple. Trapper, you scare the living shit out of me, you are eliminated. That's fair. Honestly, though, I don't care. You suck. But not in the good way. You bore me, you personality-free maggot. It wouldn't even be fun to kill you. Which I'm totally gonna do tomorrow, the first chance I got. So really, this is a win-win for both of us. Still might kill you though. Out of principle for eliminating me. Seems we'll sleep with both eyes open and have fun on your date tomorrow. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye. And don't worry too much about the broken heart you've left behind. Because of course, they'll be receiving the consolation prize. They might not get to go home with Charlie, but when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right. We're sending our eliminated player home with Trickster body pillow. Nice. Their own mostly new Trickster body pillow. Next best thing to the real Trickster. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try and stab you. And how do we know? Because I've tried it. That's right, it's Dwight tested. Claudette approved. I hope you sleep well tonight, Charlie. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? No, not because of like guilt. I mean, knowing there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know, but you'll do it. I don't know how you'll do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two. Schedule. Wow. What a crazy end of the day. An elimination. I didn't even know it was that kind of game. Let's check in with everyone, especially our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. I can't help it if I have thick arms and legs that go until they stop. I knew we had a connection from the moment I saw them through my mask. You can never be sure what's going on in the newcomer's mind, but I like my odds for tomorrow. It's so fun hunting for love and not for food or vengeance for a change. I don't really know what's happening here. Honestly, I haven't been paying attention. Oh, Charlie? Sorry, I forgot I'm focusing on other things. More important things. One way or another, I won't be here much longer. I don't handle rejection well. Or at least I don't think I do. No one's ever been dumb enough to reject me before. Yeah, the more I think about it, the angrier I'm getting. And I'm a giant rage monster. So everyone in this room should be scared right now. Turn off the camera. I didn't think there was a chance of getting eliminated. Did I think there was a chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Did I care if I got eliminated? Not even a little. Does the volume of words I spend talking about how much I don't care about things signify a deeper yearning within me to be seen, heard, and validated by those around me? Nah. What? No, you're not a part of this. You don't get to... You don't get a confessional. It's cool, man. I'm not a part of anything, you feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I am my own machine. This whole thing's pretty cute, though. Charmingly low budget, old school marketing vibes. Not gonna lie, kinda wish I wasn't so busy right now. I'd definitely be down with a reality show style dating sim competition with survival elements. But I've got my new album, upcoming tour, finalizing a new sneaker line, producing a limited series on my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app, and doing these private gigs over on IP Island. My dudes, you've got to come check it out. IP Island is dope. That's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal dramas. Lawyers, take a hike. I'm gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that about them. Don't worry. I'm talking your favorite established characters from all over pop culture that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them. Like Don't say it. Look, we get it. You're very popular and in demand. But we have a game to get back to, and I don't want to get sued. Ghostface. Come on. Whatever, I don't even care. I'm Trickster. See you around, Charlie. You too, narrator. I have a name, you know. You do? Yes. Seriously, they would not pay me enough to deal with you people. It's my turn. What? No, it's not your turn. You're sentient water. How are you even sitting in that chair? What's a chair? It's the thing you're getting all wet. Now it's gonna smell like mildew. Okay, rude. Fine, let's get this over this. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in. Check-in? I was just looking for the bathroom. Bathroom? Are you serious? It's down the hall to the left. It's okay, never mind. Never mind? What does that mean? No, not you two. This was meant to be a confessional. This was meant to be confessional time for literally every character in the game. It's okay. We don't have to confess anything. We've been working our asses off for 2 straight days and wanted to sit down somewhere. This chair is wet. Yeah, I think the ocean peed on it. How is that possible? You know when I don't care. You two are looking pretty pleased with selves. I've got something to confess. Oh great, what's it gonna be? You ate glue in the 2nd grade? You cheated on an algebra test once? Watching Trapper get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral suitcase of pain that I call life, that I've ever felt a modicum of joy. Every minute I'm alive is a living nightmare. This place, the sun, the sweet sugary drinks. It sounds fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity, the unrelenting rhythm crashing down of waves and wailing seagulls is like a crescendoing song of evil that makes me question the foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please erase me from existence. Make it so I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free. Please, please, get me out of this polo shirt. Okay, let's get you to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I have to wake up. Yikes. That was a weird way to end. Oh well, what are you gonna do? You let the camera roll long enough, soon someone's bound to say something crazy. Anyway, it seems like everyone's got their shot to annoy me tonight. So hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow's gonna be a doozy. Soft sunlight warms your skin, nudging you awake. Also, you're using a killer crab as a pillow, which it's sort of okay with. You pull your beach attire and splash water on your face. Pull on your beach attire. There we go. Dwight and Claudette approach. Does that look on their face excitement? Terror? You notice your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love. Or even infected with zombie butterflies in your sleep. Yeah, it's happened here before, but it's probably the love thing. It's time! Claudette gestures over to the beach where the killers stand, flanked by tiki torches, in a scene very reminiscent to a TV show you used to hate watch with your ex. Suddenly, the message is clear. You're going to dedicate your affection for one of the killers in front of several other killers. Hey, isn't Trickster supposed to be here? We paid him good money to make that to make some half-assed cameos in this show. We're gonna chew his agent out. But before they walk over for your big moment, don't think we haven't noticed how kind you've been to us, Charlie. It can't be easy being thrown onto a mysterious island for seemingly no real reason, surrounded by terrifying killers, and trying to manage your most primal impulses. Murder and making out. And you kept a cool head and treated us, your friendly island hosts, with dignity and respect. So don't tell anyone we told you this, but... Claudette and White look at you conspiratorially. Just a little hint going forward. Don't try to go all the way with a killer who isn't into you. Relationships are a two-way street, and if you don't have the green light in the other direction, you might end up in the friend zone. The friend zone? That doesn't sound so bad. Where do you think you are exactly? Dead by Daylight doesn't do friends. There are killers and there are survivors, and I'm afraid we can't say more. Okay, so who's into me? Claudette and White look conspiratorially again. Well, I've seen sparks flying between you and Huntress. I saw her whittling a little figure of you last night while everyone else was asleep. So are you ready? Of course you're not, but too bad. We're on a schedule. Make your way over to the row of hotties. Claudette and White stand off to the side, hands behind their backs. It's been quite the 48 hours, but there are clear sparks in the air, and I'm not just talking about the rusty chainsaw. Though I do recommend staying away from those sparks. It's time our newcomer confesses their love. Wait, do I have a drum roll for this? No, you don't, but who cares? Charlie, who do you choose for your solo date? Really do a flower thing? Dwight, I thought we agreed to keep that between us. No, not that flower thing. The thing where the suitor gets a flower as a symbol of the contestant's love and affection. Oh, right. I suppose, but no roses. That's a cliche at this point. Well, good, because I tried to pick a rose, but I got an ouchie, and so I settled for these. Beautiful. You've done good, Dwight. This is a lovely bouquet. I hope Dwight saved some of these for Claudette. They're a thing, right? You're getting that vibe too. Just me? Sorry, you got other things on your mind right now. Charlie, who do you select to receive these flowers and spend the day with today? Huntress. Big stretch. You turn to Huntress. She's never looked more appealing in her caftan dress. Her caftan dress ruffles behind her. In the light morning breeze, a seagull lands on her shoulder like a beachy cartoon princess. She snaps the seagull's neck and stuffs it somewhere in her flowery dress, probably to save it for lunch. She can't help but hunt. Huntress, I choose you. Let's spend the day together, and see if we think a future is possible for our love. Me? Really? Huntress throws her hands up in the air like a bear and gallops toward you. At first you think she might swipe at you with her gigantic hands and knock the life out of you, but instead she scoops you up into a hug and takes her place at your side. And she just stuck her tongue out at all the killers. Sometimes the immature move is the right one. It's sure to be a fun day. We'll just be here, not getting ready to participate, even though survivors matter too. While you go off and have a grand old time. Yep. Just Claudette and I hanging out. No one competing for our love, wondering what we did in a past life to end up embroiled in the unrelenting mystery. But go, have a blast. Huntress eagerly leads you to the yacht to begin your romantic day together. You have to admit, warm, salty air on your skin, the sound of crashing waves. This is a pretty perfect morning. Just you and Huntress. Hey, cuties. The ocean's here too. Did you know I'm teeming with flesh-eating bacteria and dead bodies? That pesky ocean, always killing the vibe. You turn to Huntress. You sure you're okay here on the ocean? I know you don't like to be out in the open. Something about being here with you makes me feel safe. We both sit down at a beautifully set table on the deck of the boat. A widespread, mouth-watering breakfast goodies arranged in front of you. Can we get you anything? You two look a bit green. I get extremely seasick. And the trickster replaced all the island's Dramamine with party drugs, so... Wait, how did they get here? Aren't they just on the beach consoling the rejected killers? Are there more than two of them? You motion one of them over. We'll both take a screwdriver, hold the orange juice. Of course. Hey, can you play this particular song for us? Set the mood. You hand Dwight a piece of paper with the song title written on it. Sure, though, I doubt Trapper has it in his vinyl collection. Soon the haunting melody of Huntress's mother's lullaby streams through the yacht's expensive stereo system. Boat rocks as though to the rhythm of the song. The eerie, melancholy mood is really quite romantic. Breakfast has never been this intimate. You reach out to touch Huntress's hand when suddenly a loud bellow scares you. You knock your freshly poured flute straight vodka onto the pristine deck. It's Trapper. It's Trapper. He's screaming at us from the beach. Look how tiny he is all the way out here. Hunter squishes his head between his fingers like a child and giggles. Damn you both! The chairs you're sitting on are worth more than your lives! Get back here! He's not wrong. Hey, Claudette, take us out farther. Aye, Captain. She can drive a boat? Guess we'll find out. Alone again, nothing but the caw of seagulls and the ominous shadow of creatures lurking beneath the waves. I have something for you. For me? Huntress reveals a package wrapped in a bloody apron. You clap your hands like a kid on their birthday. Her playful attitude is rubbing off on you. I made that mask you asked for. I almost forgot. I bet you didn't. This is the whole reason you pursued Huntress, I bet. Definitely to get a mask of your own. No other reason. Here you go. Yay! It's perfect. You put it on, and it fits your face like a face glove. You gaze at Huntress through the eyes of the mask. A swell of emotion surges through you. One has become two. Rabbits are multiplying, even in mask form. Let's go back to my place. She downs her screwdriver. The tension is palpable as you enter the cabin. You could cut it with a hatchet. Give me a break. It's day 3 of killer jokes. Narrator only has so much mojo. Huntress sits you down at the cluttered table in the kitchen. You notice the bloodstains have crept through every nook and cranny of the wooden planks. What poor creature died on this table? Did they suffer? What do you care if they suffered? Back in the ocean. Stop backseat omniscient narrating. Stay here. Don't move a muscle or I'll hear it. I can hear any mammal's tendons creak as they stretch. It's a gift and a curse. I'll be right back. Alone in the cabin. What do you do? I don't want to move. She told me not to specifically. You clean up. Clean up, clean up. Everybody do your share. You have expected a flock of adorable birds and cute little mice sprinting out to help, but they don't. Because this isn't some fantasy. This is gritty. This is real. Plus, I'm pretty sure she kills all adorable birds and cute little mice. So you put her around the room by yourself, organizing Huntress's various trinket collections. Old bottles over here, discarded vintage doll parts over there, various keys that don't even open anything in particular. Doesn't she have a drawer filled with these? Everyone has a drawer like that. Then you lay a blanket down in front of the fireplace for no reason. No reason at all. Certainly not imagining all the naughty things that could go down on such a blanket. What's that in her strong yet delicate hand? You reach out for her, longing to stroke the blood-matted hair and scratched up shoulders. I thought we could get warm by the fire. She wags a finger at you, bunnylicious smirk on her face. Not so fast. Remember how we talked about how there's more going on here? You nod like an idiot. Well, now I know there's something up. The other night, while you were sleeping like a cute little baby, I snuck into each of the other killers' lairs and saw them with shiny objects they've been stealing from me. I think they're connected somehow. Maybe it has to do with the symbol. Tried going back last night, but something blocked me from picking up the objects. Someone or something knows I'm onto them. I think if you try, it might work. What do you say? Will you help? Hell yes. Hell yes, I will. Globetrotting treasure hunt on a level of Nicolas Cage, on the level of a Nicolas Cage masterpiece. You can definitely count me in. Let's go. I'll be your guardian angel. You never know when those other killers might pop up. You grab Huntress by the hand and practically trip over your own feet as you on your way out the door. It feels good to have a quest. Thrilling. But part of you is wondering how quickly you can get through this and impress Huntress. Soon she'll take you in her yoked arm and you'll swoon. Your childhood crush on Popeye is making more and more sense. Where do you want to start? There are 4 killers who have stolen from Huntress. You're not going to let them get away with that. Which one will you investigate? Let's do Trickster's stage. You arrive at Trickster's stage, but there's no one here. Not Trickster, not an audience, not anybody. Nothing eerier than an empty concert venue. Think of all the fringe that once swayed here. Beers that were sloshed over red Solo cups. Mosh pits, tall guys standing in front of you for the entire show. Lifelong friendships that actually only lasted one summer. Good times. My concerts are always an experience. You really should come to one of my after parties. They're a real scream. I'll put you on the VIP list. I prefer acoustic Balacalia music. Trickster, I've never listened to your music, and I think sampling the sounds of people's screams have been there, done that. Hey, no one talks to Trickster like that. How do you know about my samples? Somebody obviously is a much bigger fan than they're letting on. Show me where Huntress's shiny, mysterious objects is, or I'll wipe that grin off your face with a chloroform-drenched drag. Way to harsh my mellow. Deranged violence and torture is only cool when I do it, because it's my commentary on a shallow society, and I make it look sexy as hell. Thingamajig's that away. Trickster backs away from you and resumes practicing his intricate dance routine. The way you stood up to that bootleg Backstreet Boy just now was, wow. If I weren't so strong and stable on my feet, I'd swoon. But it just wouldn't be believable. Help me find my shiny thing, champion. Fuck. Oh, perfect. I'm better at that than I am at the fucking skill checks. You did it. Your ability to find the unidentifiable is quite uncanny. A natural hunter, I must say. Do you think I might be able to find your heart? I would hope so. It's very important to locate and remove all the internal organs of your prey as soon as you fell them so their meat doesn't spoil. Close enough. Close enough, girl. Oh, what's this? You found a gold coin. 4 killers who've stolen from Huntress. You can avoid going to Trickster's stage a second time, which is good because the whole mood there is just off. Which one do you investigate? Let's go to Trapper's Cave. There are 2 ways to get to Trapper's Cave due to the whole, trap-based character theme he's got going on. You can rest assured that either one or both of these pathways are filled with traps. You turn to Huntress for advice, but she only giggles and shrugs her shoulders. Seems you're on your own. You're on your own, it seems. Through the forest. Underground, I mean, come on, putting yourself in the ground voluntarily, that's just asking to be buried. Dead, alive, doesn't matter. The surface is where you belong. Like cascading through the leaves, cast a hazy glow as you wander into the brush, leaving the cabin behind. But no matter, this is the Huntress's domain. You think that'll keep you safe, huh? Well, you thought wrong. As soon as you take a step off the beaten path, it lands on one of Trapper's bear traps. He swore he'd get you, and you can hear his maniacal, there you go, way to brain it, laugh as you bleed out. You step on one of my bear traps. I swore I'd get you. I just said that. I've seen a lot of trapped animals, and I can confirm he's got you. Well, crap. It's fatal. Darn it, Trapper, not again. Damn. Does the Trapper play fair? No, not really. Oh my god. We're just a couple of buns. Tidy up. Because I trust the Huntress's big, strong arms. Hell the fuck yes. And I guess we're going underground. Trickster first, because I think I didn't even have to make a choice for him. No, but I still had to look for it. Bam. Okay, cool. Mashing spacebar also works. Alright, let's try Trapper's Cave again. Let's go underground. Underground, huh? Sounds secretive. No one can stop you if they can't see you. That said, no one can rescue you if they can't hear you scream. And nobody will need to waste time burying your body if you're already underground when you die. But you're not gonna die, are you? Sure, a dimly lit tunnel like this must be ripe with traps, but however, you manage to make your way along, distinctly uncaught by any traps, rusty bear or otherwise. I got this. You're doing great. You're not at all afraid? Who, me? Nah, I gotta say, this is up there among the nicest dumps and seemingly abandoned tunnels I've ever wandered through. Look, it even has lights. Inspired by the Huntress' bravery, you dig deep inside yourself and summon courage of your own, which is good because you're gonna need it if you're gonna head through that very murdery-looking passageway ahead. You enter a humid, shadowy cave. Dripping water echoes all around you. It's definitely not cozy like the cabin you've left behind. You wonder how deep does that pool of shiny water go? Let's get this over with. When your eyes adjust to the darkness, you see Trapper. He leans against the wall of the cave like a detective in an old film noir. I knew you'd come. Trapper, get out of our way, or I'll skewer you and serve you for lunch. You're wasting your time. You'll never find what you're looking for. Unless you're looking for... What you're looking for is a minigame. What? A minigame? How unexpected. How playful. How about you play it right now? Find Huntress's lost shiny thing. Peel them eyes. You're on the hunt now. You did it! You did it! Hardcore minigamer. You found my lost shiny object. I'm so grateful I could kiss you right now. But I won't because I'm pretty sure Trapper didn't actually leave. He's still over there in the shadow watching us. Later, Trapper, you thieving little perv. Hey, that's not fair. I'm huge. Come on, Charlie, let's hurry to the next place. A pen! Found Huntress' shiny thing, and I think it's just a regular old pen, but we don't need to point it out. She's happy, and isn't that all what that matters? 4 killers who've stolen. Let's go to Wraith's Cosmic Dump. When you arrive at Wraith's Oddball Hangout Zone, you immediately understand why they call it the Cosmic Dump. They being me, obviously. It's as if there are items and elements from all over the universe in this space. Also, it's a damn mess. But it's undoubtedly a special place. The air you breathe makes you feel like you're part of something much, much larger. I'm going to hunt us some lunch while you find the object. You'll know it when you see it because it's extremely shiny. How long have you been standing there? Are we ever really there? Got way more British on that than Australian. I don't have time for your existential crisis today, Wraith. Huntress and I are totally gonna get it on soon, I think. I hope. Look, I need to find that special object you have hidden here. You stole it from Huntress and she knows it. You're trying to figure out this whole thing too, huh? Come check this out. Bit of a subject change, but sure. It's Wraith we're dealing with after all. Wraith leads you to a telescope. Through it, you can see a far-off island in the distance. Holy smokes, is that... Sorry, I actually don't have I have no idea what that is. Mind filling, man? It's RP Island. One of the coolest killers from intellectual properties that we are legally obliged to not mention by name hang out and party with Hollywood celebs and Silicon Valley moguls. That's not even all. Zoom in over there. Oh shit, they got one. Is that Ghostface? I said not to name them. Ah, jeez. I'm gonna have to clear the rights. I have no idea how much a lawyer charges by the hour. Sorry, he just kind of popped up. I'm telling you, something crazy's going on here. I'll have you know, I wasn't trying to steal anything from Huntress. I was just looking for answers, but also occasionally losing said answers. Yep, that's right. That thing you're looking for? I actually can't find it, so good luck, I guess. Oh, good. A minigame. Haven't seen one of these before in the past 10 seconds. I think it's because I can just wait. It's not specifically timed. Ah, I fucked that one up royally. How am I fucking up? Why is my timing off? Finding one shiny is like finding a needle in a haystack. Don't beat yourself up. Finding one shiny thing in a place like this is like finding a needle in a giant dump of things from all over and several surrounding dimensions. Honestly, I'd settle for pretty much any shiny thing we could get our hands on, so just grab something and run for it. See a pair of old glasses on the ground and grab them quickly and run. It's hard to believe that these old glasses mean anything special, but a lady like Huntress deserves whatever she wants. You spend a moment imagining Huntress with glasses. Would she wear them over the mask or under? Why, that's not some junk, those are my reading glasses. I'll just subscribe to highlights. Man, I can't believe I fucked up the minigame. This place is spooky as heck. Wasn't the beach sunny and beautiful just a moment ago? So you're telling me your precious shiny thing is up there. Pretty great, right? Finally a chance to activate these quads. You don't get legs like this from standing still. But you already know I love a good workout. Running, jumping, climbing, roughhousing. Get that damn shiny thing before your immeasurable horniness melts your brain and runs down your ears like already. Yeah, I call it out. It's obvious to everyone. Just own it. So shall we? Inside the lighthouse, it's so dark you can barely see the step in front of you. But that's okay because you got about 100 stairs to practice getting the hang of this. Getting a hang of this in the dark. However, something about this gloomy place is wearing you out and messing with your otherwise happy, horny aura. You can practically feel your mood growing down and down and down as you climb up and up and up, higher into the lighthouse, and finally arrive at the top. Spirit, you're looking pretty pleased with yourself. Yeah, I'm getting the hang of this whole being dead thing. Did you totally get saddened the closer you got to the top of the tower? That was me, baby. Gotta share the wealth, and by wealth, I mean unending despair. You're probably one of the more... You're probably here for one of your precious shiny things I've stolen. Good luck finding it. I'll be over here reading if you need me. Let's find the shiny thing. Anything to brighten the mood in here. Ready. Yes! You're really going a long way to prove your dedication to me. You know I noticed. I can see Raccoon Lake itself 200 yards away in pitch darkness. I can definitely see you working that little butt off for me. Hell yeah! It's a bottle opener! Shiny thing get. You found a bottle opener. Really? This is the fancy item? Whatever, you're a real team player. Hey! No, stop! Hey, no, stop. Spirit doesn't even look up from her book. I think you'll be fine just if you just peace out. Phew. Oh, phew. That was fun and scary. Good to see the other killers taking their heartbreak in stride, more or less. And you got a really nice tour of some of the island's lesser known haunts. Haha, boom, still got it. We make a pretty good team, you and I. What can I say? I appreciate a fine collection. Now that yours is back in order, maybe we can head inside to appreciate it. And your collection of other special gifts I've been meaning to give you. A special gift? Is it shiny? I suppose it could be if it's oiled up enough. I'm going to be ill. When you enter the cabin, it's dark, barely lit, deep shadows stretching from wall to wall. Somehow it manages to be a little bit terrifying, but also a little romantic. But you barely even notice. You've got other things on your mind. Let's go! You're practically undressing each other as you walk through the door. Minds elsewhere, neither of you realize the door was wide open already. You're incredible. Every time you found one of the objects, my heart beat even faster and faster. Your nimble hands, is there anything they can't find? Fireplace is crackling and your heart is pounding. The smell of cinnamon is in the air, but wait. Who is that? Huntress quickly pulls her beach cover back on. My darling. An old Russian woman bearing a striking resemblance to a huntress sits warming her hands by the fire.
No, no. How could
Thank
you
you,
do this to me?
Paradox,
The
for
great and
raiding
lovable
me.
Paradox!
I appreciate that greatly. Turns to you, and you're shocked to see that she appears to come from a completely different time in history. I hope you had a good stream. Actually, let's see if my shout out command works. Exclamation, shout out at Paradox. If I can type correctly. Paradoxical Polaris. It worked! I've had my bots turned off for a little while, so getting back into the swing of things. Neva was really fun. Definitely suggest it if you like pretty games. Hey, no problem. I'll have to keep an eye out for it. We're actually at, I'm hoping, the tail end of the Huntress route of the Dead by Daylight Dayton sim. She turns to you, and you're shocked to see that she appears to come from a completely different time in history, wrapped in old, unfamiliar clothes that are completely out of place here at this beach retreat. I need to stop pressing space on the wrong screen. Without thinking, he blurted out, "Who is this?" Why did I add that to my vocabulary? This island's really doing things to me. You know who I am. What do you expect my elk wound would carry over to my ghostly form? The gods have smiled on me and cleaned me up. She must be in a decent mood if she's ignoring the fact that you're dropping ox bombs over the place. Huntress chuckles nervously. Hi, Mama. Claudette and White burst in like they're in a prank video. Bet you weren't expecting this date to include meeting her mom, what? Hey, Huntress. How do you feel about your dear old mama coming to interrupt your date? The huntress throws a hatchet directly at the two survivors. It skewers the wall between them without another word. They scurry quickly away. Good girl. Huntress turns to you. I hope this is alright. I just gotta hope it'll bang. Of course it's alright. Of course it's okay. I give great parent. The fuck is that? What is that sentence? Huntress breathes a sigh of relief. It's just not the mood I thought we were coming back to. But I'm here now. I'm in it, and I'm ready to meet your mama. Thank goodness, because my mother is the only person, the most important person in my life. We Russians invented tea. Did you know that? Mama Huntress shoves a cup in your hands as you drink your tea with her. The air becomes warm around you. You, Huntress, and her mother sit by the fire and exchange stories and anecdotes. Mama pulls out some old-timey pictures of young Huntress in black and white, holding bloodied animal corpses with a chilling dead-eye stare. You all laugh and eat raw meat of some kind. It's a lovely time. It's almost like you're back home. You've forgotten that you're on a possibly cursed island atop of what is mostly atop of what is likely some sort of hellmouth. Look, it's not official lore. I just call it like I see it. Every so often, Mama Huntress clenches her stomach. Her eyes stare in the middle of the distance. She mutters the sound, as if relieving the moment she was skewered by a deer. Elk. It's very grim. I like you. Thank you for indulging my teen stories. So tell me, what are your intentions with... I guess bunny? That means bunny. But you guessed that already. Didn't you? Or by now you've gotten your translator app ready. Or I just don't care. I roll with it. Ooh, this is a tough one. We love dating sims. Waiting for one called Monster Prom 4 to come out. I love Monster Prom. And I cannot wait for Monster Prom 4 to come out. Hopefully, I might be able to participate in a large collab when it does, but I'm not certain. That'll be real fun. I think family is important because she taught her daughter how to hunt. All that's on my mind is family. Forge our own forest dwelling with a brood of half dozen or at least, hunting by our side forever. Mama Huntress smiles at you. She reaches her bloody cloak out and pulls out a handkerchief with a flower on it. For you. This one worthy of my Anna. This one is worthy of my Anna. Use it to clean our hatchet of viscera. You take the handkerchief. It's soft and smells of spices. I'll take good care of this. You point to Huntress. Her, on the other hand, she can take care of herself. Huntress is ecstatic. You won over Mama. Not an easy task. My time on this plane is coming to an end. The weird magic from the Ghost Girl's Black Lighthouse won't keep me here for so long. I won't get into the logic of this, but yeah, the Black Lighthouse can bring ghosts back to life if you're still here. If you're still here, you're willing to believe anything. It was Spirit who brought you back. I'll have to thank her. Huntress' mama begins to fade. Huntress cries. You picture her, at 6 years old, lying over her mother's dead body. I'm keeping a good eye on you. If you break her heart, I'll send Baba Yaga after you. You try to chuckle good-naturedly, but you sure are afraid of Baba Yaga is no joke. But you should really be afraid. Baba Yaga is no joke. We play shuffleboard every third Thursday. She's absolutely ferocious on the court. Bye. Safe journey to Rumble the Spirits. Mama Huntress fades away, leaving you and Huntress alone again. Not a second later, Claudette and Dwight storm back in. Never alone for too long on this island. Time for a dramatic scene between the lovers. Shall we adorn the forest clearing for ambience? Shall we adjourn to the forest clearing for ambience? You and Huntress stand holding hands in the forest clearing. Dwight and Claudette watch your interaction closely. Too closely. Hey, I've really loved hanging out with you. I think it's time. Time? Time for... Oh, my. Okay, I'm ready for this. Time for you to call me by my real name, like Mother does. Will you call me Anna? Oh, that. Of course. I think Anna is a beautiful name. And you're a beautiful person, Anna. Charlie, do you know what I'd like to do right now with you, beneath the moonlight? I'm feeling closer to you than I ever have before. And there's nothing I'd rather do right now than... She averts her eyes. Does she mean what you think she means? Nope, she's looking right at Claudette and Dwight and Claudette. Chop up these fools with you. Absolutely. My hatchet is as sharp as my love for you. Let's get bloody. It's a gruesome scene as you and the Huntress go to town on these innocent survivors who just want to help you guys out. We were being forced to help you. Can't hear you, hun. On account of the congealing blood in your mouth. Ah! Once you've made quite a mess of the survivors, you and Huntress look at each other with manic eyes. Shall we return to the cabin? I'd love to get you out of that beach weir and into something a little less... there. Thought you'd never ask. Once inside the cabin, Huntress slips off her chiffon, revealing every curve of her muscled bod. You follow her lead, disrobing for the first time since waking up on that island. Yeah, even sleeping in your clothes. No judgment. It's strange in a new place. It's a strange new place. You kiss. And yes, if you're wondering, looks like she's gonna keep the bunny mask on for this sexy time. This is the part where I skedaddle. Decapitations, sure. Tiger maulings, love it. Dudes crushing other dudes in car crushes, gotta have it. But hanky-panky. That I can't handle. I'll leave you horny kids to it. Jean Amour. Qu'est-ce bow? What? Just because Huntress speaks Russian doesn't mean I do. I can speak Canadian French. It's a thing. Look it up. Oh, I know. Canadian French is like Louisiana French to the French. Am I nervously running my mouth just to give you two time alone in the dark? Maybe. So you've heard this one. A hillbilly, doctor, and a clown walk into a bar. Fine, we'll get back to it. Post doing it, you and Huntress lie together in the warmth of the fire. Everything is so perfect. You imagine Mama Huntress smiling down at you from beyond. Then you realize it's pretty gross to imagine her having just watched you do all that, and you try to stop to thinking about it. That was incredible. You're telling me. The door to the cabin creaks open. You cover yourself with a blanket. Oh god, a severed arm claws its way through the door, with a trail of blood in its wake. We've just walked right into the scene from a horror film. As soon as people have sex, they die. Not when I'm around. Huntress procures a hatchet from out of nowhere. Where the hell was it? Was that in bed with you guys? The wriggling torsos of Dwight and Claudette follow their chopped up limbs, slowly piecing their bodies together. Slowly, the pieces of their bodies put themselves back together. No way. What the F indeed, my friend. You thought this island would let us die permanently? Haven't you ever played Dead by Daylight? Come on. We have to get the final scene. Decision. We have to get to the final scene. Decision. Claudette and Dwight lead you and Huntress back to the empty beach. You both bask in the glory of being freshly laid. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? Like some sort of laundry detergent. Freshly laid. I think that might be good. I'll get my agent to start circulating that. The island is strangely quiet. No sarcastic remarks disguising a broken young woman from spirit. No strange wide-eyed stares from the socially awkward wraith. No threats of imminent violence from Trapper. Not even Claudette and Dwight. Even Claudette and Dwight are tight-lipped. They seem almost zombified. Last day, you beautiful piece of meat. You've done so well. We're almost at the finish line. You didn't think I brought you all this way without a plan, did you? What kind of sinister body of salt water do you think I am? A whoosh of dark energy surrounds you and then disappears, as quickly as it came. The island noise returns. Birds chirp in trees. The grass rustles. The light breeze. No, look, the other killers are here at the fire pit to watch the finale ceremony. I can't wait any longer. This pomp and circumstance is agonizing. You're telling me. Think on the script, Claudette. Okay, so Huntress, how do you feel about the newcomer? Are they everything your murderous little heart ever longed for? Huntress stares you down for an agonizing moment. She steps towards you. My dear, I think that this is true love. Come with me to the Red Forest. Let's hunt in the woods together and have a family bursting with babies. We'll raise them as fierce warriors who can defend their family and home. In just a matter of days, you've gone from being completely alone to being the start of a clan of warriors. I didn't see that coming. Wraith stares at you with starts a slow clap. No one joins. Typical. Whatever. Love is a concept made up by the greeting card industry. I'm out of here. Spirit floats back to her black lighthouse. Look behind you, it's Trapper. Huntress, you bested me. He turns to you and offers a leathery hand for a handshake. Congratulations, Charlie. I don't shake hands with losers. Trapper's eyebrows shoot up. Then he smiles. Did not see that one coming. You're alright, kid. I hate you. Completely. I want to kill you mercilessly. But you're alright. Wait. You haven't said anything to Huntress. Laugh in her face. No! I love you too. Yes, let's move to the Red Forest immediately. It's 12 kids too many. Maybe in this economy, but who cares? Your heart is overflowing with joy as you and Huntress embrace. Is this what you've been missing your whole life? A woman with shoulders the size of mountains who won't take her off her bunny mask during intimate times? Yes, 1,000 times yes. You stare into the sunset and picture life together. Happiness is real. Nice. Huntress lifts her mask as you finally lay eyes on her breathtaking beauty. You know, the cabin I grew up in doesn't have the amenities that my luxurious new beach house has. I'm used to living as a beast, bathing in the river, running wild through the bushes. While telling you this, Huntress left her bathing suit behind and entered into the jungle. You haven't lived until you've been one with nature. Rar. Rar XD oo woo. Ah, fuck, I didn't read that one. That's fine. The end. That'll probably be the end of stream. 3.5 hours is more than enough time. Ooh. Tomorrow I'll be back at this, except in a witch costume instead of my werewolf costume. And we'll go through the spirit storyline. And yes, exit just skips. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Let me find someone to raid out to real quick here. Just someone I'm following. You know what? I'm not feeling it. I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful whatever it is, wherever you are. Bye.